Hunter Biden got convicted of 3 charges. To get a gun, he lied to the people about the gun, and then he possessed the gun. That's 3. Bing, bing.
For the first time, the child of a sitting president has been convicted of a felony. Hunter Biden found guilty on all 3 felony counts for lying at a federal forum about his drug use when he bought a gun in 2018. Hunter Biden had that gun for 11 days. His candor about his battle with addiction used against him in court. After the verdict today, Hunter Biden seen leaving the courthouse holding his wife's hand and holding the First Lady's hand as well. Jill Biden was there every day but one as her son was on trial. Tonight here, we take you inside
aspects because he, like Donald Trump, is now a former felon.
That's exactly right. The president has made it clear that his son will have to follow all of the rules and procedures of everyone else who's convicted of a felony. Unlike Donald Trump, again, Donald Trump was convicted in a state system, not a federal system. But apparently when he went for his interview with the probation officer, he wasn't required to take a drug test, which is required of everybody who's convicted of a crime in New York who's subject to probation. So different treatment for Donald Trump. The president's son, Hunter Biden, not being treated the same as everyone else, in many ways being treated worse. This crime that he's convicted of rarely prosecuted unless the gun was used for a violent crime. In this case, it wasn't.
Yeah.
He had it for 11 days. 10 out of those days, it was in a locked box. It was never loaded. Again, the reason that Hunter Biden is being prosecuted is because he's the son of the president.
I think that's clear. Jared Moskowitz, Congressman Moskowitz.
Okay. That's enough for right now. Check this out, guys, just so that we're clear here. What Hunter Biden did is a crime. Sort of like what Trump did is a crime, technically. But neither one of these people would be prosecuted, more than likely, if they weren't who they are. Yeah, so all the Democrats really proves is that they're willing to sacrifice Hunter Biden in order to get Trump. It ain't even an equal trade because Hunter Biden ain't an official. He ain't running against Biden's father. Nah, it's not an equal trade. And what Hunter Biden is convicted of, that's not something that would normally come up. It's not as rare as you think. Okay, it's rare because it's by itself. That's the only conviction. But if they would have caught him doing something else and then tack that on, that makes perfectly sense. That happens a lot, actually. People having guns while they have drugs. They can hit you with a charge with that. They may release that if you plead guilty to a lesser charge, or you plead guilty to another charge. Maybe they have you on something else. Maybe you did something, you committed some other crime, and they also have this, so they let one go. But let's not pretend that this is not a crime. That's why he got convicted of it. Not because it's a fabrication. It's a real deal. But once again, neither will be pursued if they weren't who they were. So yeah, both these charges are politically motivated. But only one of those people that's being charged will it result in possibly a difference in an election if he gets jail time. It's just highly unlikely for either one of them. Highly, highly, highly unlikely. When the charges are pursued, they carry significant penalties. The penalties for the gun charge could be as much as 36 years. That's the minimum. Multiple counts. The average sentence for offenders who remain subject to mandatory minimum penalty required by multiple counts under Section 924 was almost 36 years. And remember, that's federal time, not state. When you compare it to Donald Trump, which is something everybody seems like they love to do, oh, we gotta somehow tie these things together, even though they're not related to each other at all. It's generally understood that prosecutions for falsely or falsifying business records are not as common as other types of charges. Trump has no other charges except those falsifying documents and 36 counts of that shit. That's even more rare. That is literally a ticket. Bump what you heard and bump what this dude's talking about. If he was going to come on here and say anything else, Joy V wouldn't have had him on. Falsifying business documents is not something usually that you would spend all this money to prosecute. Not unless you were prosecuting him for something else much bigger. And then you got that also. Okay. But let's get to the real fun part of this whole story, man, which is how the Democrats going to spin this soon. I can't wait to see how they spin it, because right now, the way they're talking, the justice system is the shit. Yeah, it went from our justice system used to be shitty to now Democrats saying our justice system is the shit. It's the bomb. Man, we got the best justice system around. All because they got Trump. And now they really want to pass on the back because, hey, we're even willing to sacrifice Hunter Biden, see? Take this druggie. Check out The View.
Have all my faith in the justice system, having seen what happened with Trump and what's happening with this guy. And
that's right. She said, I got all my faith in the justice system. She said, let me remind you. I just want people to, she said, I have all my faith in the justice system. Didn't feel that way before. Hypocrites.
I personally have all my faith in the justice system, having seen what happened with Trump and what's happening with this guy. And I saw this graphic on Axios, put it up there. These are all of the people in the Trump orbit who have been, who basically ended up in prison. These are all of them.
That's not even all of them.
You got Steve Bannon, Peter Navarro, Michael Cohen, Paul Manafort, George Papadopoulos, Roger Stone, Rick Gates, and Alan Weisselberg. They've all gone to prison. So when you feel bad about the system and you think, gee, we're going to get stuck with the system is working.
Yeah, I think that's the reassuring part, is that you saw the juries in both of these cases handled this as they were supposed to. And both, they knew the names. They said it didn't play into it. It was the evidence at hand. I think the reason the Republicans are mad is kind of to what Alyssa said. It took the wind out of their sails. That was a really strong argument for them to say the system's rigged. They'll come for you next. And I think the fact that this was Hunter Biden, not the president, this is his son, and Donald Trump was the actual criminal. That comparison, combined with the fact that, like you said, the addiction, I think this played out in a way that even people that had been in the trial, the jurors, they said it was so sad to watch what had to play out with his daughter testifying, the addiction, the throes of that. And I think we have an epidemic in this country to show.
Really? Man, it's got to be hard being a Democrat. Oh, man, it's got to be hard being a Democrat. A Democrat of conscience. You know, it's really must be hard being a black Democrat of conscience. You know, you guys got the worst. I need some theme music to play for you guys, man. It must suck for you. You got to pretend not to be black. Oh, man, if you're over 40, oh, my God. It's like if you're, let's just say if you're Gen X. I'm Gen X. I remember there was no pity for drug addicts. Damn, dog. We got a whole white woman on TV going, oh, it's so bad. They had to talk about his drug usage. They didn't do that for crackheads. It's punchline in every joke possible. Remember Norm? What's his name? Norm McDonald? Who needs to curse when you got cool words like crack whore? Remember that? Everybody laughed. Yeah, man, there was no pity, no empathy, no nothing. No sympathy, no understanding, nothing for black people that were caught on cocaine or that had crack, had drug habits. None of it. But Hunter gets all this talk. And they talk about Hunter like Hunter is 12 or 22 or even 35. Hunter is 50 years old. And they talk about him like, he always is daddy's son. He's just daddy's baby. Dabby Baby was in a hotel with a hooker doing coke and crack, waving a gun around and taping it. That's what got Hunter Biden in trouble. That laptop that he gave to someone without erasing. That's how we got here, okay? Because he went on a binge. That same Hunter Biden that got all those multiple millions of dollars from a Ukrainian company and not knowing anything about what that Ukrainian business was about. But who wants to bring up facts? These things are not important, Tim Black. Why you gotta be bringing up context? Oh, you're right. Let's focus on the drug shit. Joe Biden, Papa Dakalaka on the drug crime bill, maximum sentencing disparities between crack and cocaine, powder cocaine, all the good stuff he did for us, helping us poor blacks. Yeah, man, it's gotta be hard being a Democrat. I mean, unless you're Miss Crockett, Representative Crockett, who went on a tirade on the House floor. I wish my parents were as good to me as Joe. I could only hope my parents loved me as much as Joe Biden loves his son. Remember that? Yeah, y'all trying to erase that one from the memory bank, aren't you? Yeah, you like it better when she's saying, Bill, bad Bill. That's funny. Wasn't so funny when she was doing her best, mammy, oh mammy. Yeah, that was bad. The point is this, man. Look, Hunter Biden, I don't give a shit about Hunter Biden. I really don't. I care about all those black people. See, here, man, Hunter Biden can be free and not do a day in jail. He probably won't. Now, he got tax shit hanging over his head right now. He got other charges, okay? But all I want is that I want regular Americans to be treated like Hunter's been treated. You're talking about, Hunter's getting this harsh treatment because he's Hunter. I got a feeling in Hunter's life, part of the reason why Hunter's life is fucked up is because Hunter has been treated differently. And not in a bad way, in a enabling way. That's what I think. No one can say that though, and no one can say, I wonder how Biden treated Hunter to make Hunter be Hunter. Because if it was a black dad and his son was doing the shit Hunter was doing, I'm sure they'd be asking a lot of questions. People be making all types of studies. There'd be all types of body language analysis videos out there, all types of theories and books about how effed up. What if it was Obama and he had a son who did this shit that Hunter did? Be a different story. But that's a layup because we all know that. And once again, my black Democrats that are Gen X, how the hell do you do it? And you get nothing for it? I mean, I get it. You hate Trump. Don't you hate being used to? Hate both things. That's all I'm trying to get people to do. Hate both things. Because, see, nothing's going to change if all you do is fall in line. If all you do is bend over and take it, they keep giving. There's no incentive to stop. There's no incentive to even acknowledge us as a voting bloc. To put a firm point on it, a fine point on it, Tim Black. Hunter Biden, and Trump's convictions are both bullshit. But one is more bullshit than the other. Don't you listen to MSNBC. Don't you listen to Joy Reid. She's paid millions of dollars to lie to your ass about this. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because neither one of those convictions got anything to do with your bills. Let's get back to talking about the bills on the table. Let's talk about the roof overhead. Let's talk about health care. Let's talk about them goddamn reparations that they not going to give us. Hell, they would even give money owed to people that are still living. They put in internment camps who lost all their shit. The Tulsa shit. They wouldn't even give them money. And that's documented. So it is what it is. But at least we need to have those conversations. And I want black people and I want them Gen Xers that supports the Democrats to look in the mirror and decide who they want to be. Because this ain't it. All right. Yeah, that's it. What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? So that's it. Caitlin Clark story, we did that. We did Stephen A. Smith. We had a good time, man. I had a good time doing this. I'm still feeling a lot of energy, feeling pumped up. How you guys feeling? Anybody become a member tonight? I hope so. Hope somebody pulled the trigger and decided, you know what? I Basically got through most of that. And I don't feel like I lost brain cells, and I don't feel like I'm being lied to, and I don't agree with this thing, but I agree with that. But this was on point. And you know what? I can give him another listen. Good. Subscribe to the Tim Black Show right now. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this shit, let other people know about it. I'm in year 14, and I'm just as excited and pumped up about doing this again this year and the next year. So be a part of this. Let's make this happen. Go to jointimblack.com. Become a paying member. Okay? Don't steal cable. Pay the cable.